Welcome back, students. So I'm back again with one more problem on accounting for consignment or consignment accounting. So today I'm solving illustration number 9. So that is, Vishal Traders of Shivamogga consigned goods to Prabhu and Company of Mysore to be sold at as above invoice price to Prabhu and Company, or to get 5% commission on sales at invoice price plus 25% of any surplus price realized. See, this is very important. So underline that point. So that is plus 25% of any surplus price realized. So the amount being settled immediately by bank draft at 3 months bills was drawn by Vishal and Company, consigned to Prabhu and Company. Goods worth including freight rupees 1,80,000, the invoice price of which was rupees 2,50,000. Prabhu and Company reported a sales amounting to rupees 2,15,000. So the goods unsold, that goods with Prabhu and Company were of invoice price of rupees 75,000. Cost including freight rupees 50,000. Vishal Traders had received from Prabhu and Company a bank draft during the year rupees 40,000. Show the accounts in the books of Vishal Traders and Prabhu and Company. See, this is one kind of a little bit different problem if we compare to other problems. Clear? So how different? So number one, it is again there is a invoice price and cost price, and at the same time there is a 25% should be given on any surplus realized. That means if we are doing any surplus, on that 25% should be given. So these two are the simple additional adjustment which has been introduced in this problem. So again, which is very easy to understand and easy to learn. So if you practice, you will also understand. So watch the video carefully so that you don't miss up anywhere and you don't miss out any adjustment treatment over here. Okay, so let us find the solution for this. So before finding the solution, I wanted you to copy this problem so that after watching the video you are going to try by yourself, by your own. Okay, so let us start the solution. Consignment account in the books of Vishal Company, Shivamogga. Consignment account in the books of Vishal Company, Shivamogga. So here it is very important for you to understand. We are preparing a consignment account. So as usual, the same pattern. First we are going to enter it on the debit side. 2 goods sent on consignment account. 2 goods sent on consignment account. So what was the value of goods has been consigned? So that is at the beginning of the problem, it is very clearly is given that, see, 2,50,000 Prabhu and Company reported a sales amounting to rupees 2,15,000. So the total invoice price of the goods which has been consigned, so that is 2,50,000 rupees. So I am going to enter that goods sent on consignment on the debit side, 2,50,000 rupees. Next, to Prabhu and Company account. So any commission, because in this problem there is no much about expenditure incurred by the consignor or consignee is not given, because the expenditure is also included in the problem. You can see that. So they say that it is including of freight charges and all. So that is why we don't enter any expenditure over it, because over here in this problem, because the expenditure is already included in the given price. Okay, so directly I am going to Prabhu and Company account, that is commission. So to find out commission, what we are supposed to do? So we wanted to find our sales, correct? So let us go and find the sales. So go back to the credit side, or go to the credit side of consignment account. So enter by Prabhu and Company account in bracket sales proceeds. So how much the sales value has given in the problem? So in the problem it clearly says that Prabhu and Company reported a sales amounting to rupees 2,15,000 rupees. So what is the sales now? 2,15,000, correct? So enter that 2,15,000 into the credit side. Okay, so clear? So now we have to write, or we have to enter the closing stock amount. So take down by closing stock account or stock with consignee account. So closing stock or cost with stock with consignee. So that is also given directly in the problem. So you need not to do any calculation for that. See, after that he says 2,50,000 to Prabhu and Company reported a sales amounting to rupees 2,15,000. After that he says the unsold goods with Prabhu and Company were of invoice price rupees 75,000. Unsold goods means what? Goods with the consignee, that is stock with the consignee or closing stock. So how much closing stock as per the information provided by the problem? 75,000. So enter that directly, 75,000. See, sales directly is given 2,15,000. I have just copied it. Closing stock also given directly. I have copied the same. Correct. By consignment account, that is loading on goods sent. So whatever the difference between invoice price and cost price we are supposed to identify. So that is what we call it as a loading charge. So that I have already explained in the last problem, but still I am telling, when there is a difference amount given, that is cost price and invoice price, so we must find out the difference, and that difference we are going to consider it as a loading charges. Clear? So now here the loading charges we are supposed to find. What was the value of goods? Invoice price of the goods consigned 2,50,000. So make a note in the bracket 2,50,000 rupees minus what was the cost price of the same? 1,80,000 rupees. So minus 1,80,000. So the difference is 70,000 rupees. The difference is how much? 70,000. So put it to the outer column. See now very clearly without any working note I have done the sales, I have done the closing stock, I have done the goods sent on consignment, that is loading charges, because everything he has given directly. So I have just directly copied that. So but to identify commission and all, so we are supposed to do a working note. Clear? So now let us move towards the working note. So working note number 1, calculation of value of goods sold. So what is the goods sold? So we are supposed to calculate clearly. So that is calculation of value of goods sold. So first let us take invoice value of goods consigned. So what was the invoice value? 2,50,000, correct? Okay, 2,50,000 less closing stock of at invoice price. So closing stock at invoice price how much? He has given directly 75,000. 2,50,000 minus closing stock 75,000. So the left out is 1,75,000. That is the invoice price of the goods sold. So that is the invoice price of the goods sold. Be clear, it is not the cost price, it is a invoice price. Okay. Working note number 2, calculation of surplus price of goods sold. If any surplus price is there, that also we are supposed to identify. So working note number 2 I have done here. Calculation of surplus price of goods sold. Total sales made by consignee. How much total sales made by consignee? It is 2,15,000, correct? So how much? 2,15,000 rupees. So now less invoice price of the goods sold. So how much invoice price of the goods sold? That is working note number 1. Just now we have identified 1,75,000. So less invoice price of the goods sold 1,75,000. Find out the difference. So difference is 40,000 rupees. That is surplus price realized. So that means the goods has been sold more than the price what it should be. Clear? So 40,000 additional price or surplus price has been realized. Next, working note number 3, which clearly speaks about calculation of commission payable to Prabhu and Company. So we are calculating here what? Commission payable to Prabhu and Company. See, to find out the commission payable to Prabhu and Company, we are supposed to do all these 3 working notes. Okay. Take down, that is commission on invoice price. So how much invoice price? Sales 1,75,000 into 5 by 100. So you are going to get 8,750 rupees. So how much the normal commission or total commission on sale? 8,750 rupees. So then there was a separate note which has been given clearly. 25% of any surplus price realized should be given. So now what is the surplus sales surplus price we got? 40,000. So take down 25% of surplus price, open the bracket, 40,000 into 25 divided by 100. So that is comes to 10,000. Now add the both 8,750 plus 10,000, that comes to total commission payable 18,750. How much total commission payable? 18,750. Okay, so let us go back to the consignment account and enter that. So to Prabhu and Company account, commission, working note number 3, mention that. How much? 18,750. Clear. Now, stock reserve account. So we have to find out the stock reserve. So that is on the closing stock. Always we calculate on the debit side. That is loading charge or stock reserve. So that is always we calculate on the closing stock or stock left out with the consignee. So we know that stock left out with the consignee is 75,000. Clear. So how much stock left out with the consignee? 75,000. 75,000. So minus, so that what is the price, net price of that 75,000 value? Cost including freight is rupees 50,000. Cost price is 50,000. So he has given clearly. So that closing stock value of 75,000, that cost value of the same is 50,000 rupees. So invoice price 75,000 minus cost price 50,000. So the difference is 25,000. So that is the reserve on closing stock. That is the reserve on closing stock. To P&L account. So now find out the difference both the side. So which side is the greater, find out. So the greater side is credit side. That comes to 3,60,000 rupees. So now enter the same total amount in the debit amount column as well. That is 3,60,000 rupees. So that 3,60,000 minus 2,50,000 minus 18,750 minus 25,000. So whatever the difference you will get, that is called P&L account, 66,250 rupees. So we are done with the consignment account. Actually it is very easy, but problem is bit tricky. If you understood properly, it is very easiest problem to solve. Okay. Further moving, now we are supposed to prepare a consignee's account. Clear? So who is the consignee here? Prabhu and Company account. So let us open Prabhu and Company account. So to consignment account, that is sales proceed. How much sales done by the Prabhu and Company? 2,15,000. Correct? So how much? 2,15,000. So now go to the credit side. So what was the advance received by bills receivable account? That is 1,50,000. A bill was drawn on 1,50,000 rupees, which was drawn on the consignee. Clear? So that 1,50,000 rupees which I have taken directly. Clear? So the amount being settled immediately by bank after 3 months bill was drawn by Vishal and Company. So that is where we get to know about that. Okay, so here advance has been paid 1,50,000 rupees. So then by consignee account, that is commission how much? 18,750. Then by bank account 40,000. Then we have a that bank account 40,000 which we are supposed to pay it through the draft. So which clearly said in the problem. So that is Prabhu and Company bank draft during the year rupees 40,000. So Vishal traders had received From Prabhu and Company, a bank draft during the year rupees 40,000. So that 40,000 I have entered directly, and whatever the difference is there, that is 6,250. So enter it as a by bank account or balancing figure. So both the side total 2,15,000, 2,15,000. So we are done with the Prabhu and Company account. Okay. Further, moving on towards, I have prepared two more account here. So one is goods sent on consignment account. So how much, what was the value of goods consigned? So that is 2,50,000. So enter that into the credit column. By consignment account, 2,50,000 rupees. So on the debit side, to consignment account, that is loading charges. So how much is the loading charges on the closing stock? 70,000. So enter that 70,000. To trading account, the difference is 1,80,000. Both the side 2,50,000, 2,50,000. Is that clear? Yeah, fine. Further moving on towards Vishal account in the books of Prabhu and Company account. So in the books of Prabhu and Company, how Vishal account will be drafted. Okay. So on the credit side, take down by bank account, that is sales value, how much? 2,15,000. By bills payable account, so that is advance paid 1,50,000. By consignment account, commission 18,750. To bank account 40,000. To bank account, the difference 6,250. So this is nothing but that Prabhu and Company account is entered in a vice versa order or opposite order. So debit side items will be entered here credit side, and credit items of Prabhu and Company is entered here in the debit side. So that is on the principle of double entry system. So I believe you have understood. So this is a tricky problem, yes, but if you understood this, you can easily solve this kind of problem as well very easily without any much effort involved. So I'm done with this video. So we will be starting one more problem. I'll be back with one more problem very soon. So after that particular problem, we are going to end up this particular lesson. So see you soon. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Watch video and share this video with your friends who are in need of this kind of videos. Okay. So thank you so much. Bye bye. See you soon.